Hi there. Welcome. What's new and coming up with lipedema? Siobhan is not with us today, but I'm going to fill you in because we had what's possibly the most amazing fireside chat last night, with Nora Carr. In fact, it was so wonderful. We're going to be adding part two because we couldn't get through all of it. So let me do a couple of things. The first thing is let me show you what we're doing. Give me a second. Here it is. Okay, perfect. I can show you. Give me a second so I can. So let's see who's here. Patsy. Oh my God. Patsy says the most amazing fireside. It was, wasn't it? By the way, I have my fire lit. There's my fireside. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my God, I love that. So I have a real fireside and a Christmas tree and the spirit of the season. So let me. I'm gonna get very to the point today because I think it's an opportunity I don't want people to miss. Here it is. We had part one, which I didn't know was going to be part one, on Thursday at 6. And by the time we were, and by when we got to the end of our time, Nora had so much more to share. So we put together a part two. So part two is this Sunday at 6 p.m. And what Nora's sharing is about lipedema surgery, from diagnosis to recovery, but more than that, the ins and outs of what happened with the insurance company and the back and forth and the so many details. And it's the nitty gritty, or I usually call it the nuts and bolts. And so Nora is a breast surgical oncological nurse practitioner. And she has stage 3 lipedema, or she was diagnosed with it in 2019. And she tried conservative treatments, and she finally got insurance coverage for 5 lipedema surgeries. But it's not a simple story, like none of these are. If you weren't there last night, there will be a replay, so you can get the replay. So be sure to sign up for Sunday. And in fact, all right, that's as much as I'm going to do here because I'm coming back because I want to talk about. Okay, good. Oh, Jenny. Oh, Jenny, it was really terrific. Come on Sunday if you can. Yeah, the fire's really good. And Jonah Man is 888 is from South Australia. Welcome. We have it at 6 p.m. so that in South Australia, you should be able to get it early morning the following day. So while we'll be meeting Sunday night at 6, it should be Monday morning at 7 a.m. for you, I believe. I can't be 100% sure because Australia is so big that you've got a couple of different time zones. But way we made it at 6 so that we would be able to accommodate our wonderful folks in the UK. I wanna talk a little bit because so Nora lives in the Boston area, as do I. Though I lived in the Boston area for many, many years, I moved last year. I'm still in about an hour outside of Boston on the South Shore. Actually, I'm on an incredibly beautiful lake, and, so for the past couple of years, for June, which is Lipedema Awareness Month, we've had gatherings, face-to-face gatherings. And so when I was in the city, I was having meetings at Panera Bread, which was wonderful. We would get a couple of tables, we would put them together. It was June, we would do it outside, right in front of, they have a cafe right in front of the coffee shop. And then I moved last summer. And when it came time to scheduling this, I'm like, uh, uh, it wasn't the same. Like, it wasn't about scheduling a Panera Bread, which I had done. So instead, I just invited everybody to my home. And so we had a number of women, lipedema ladies from the Boston, New England ish area. And Nora was one of them. And we had a ball. It was wonderful. We were out on my deck, out over the lake. It was June. The weather was ideal. We, I had, actually, I have someone who helps me. She helped me put together a nice meal. We we had food and drink, so we ate and we drank, very healthy keto style. Um, and we laughed, we talked, we shared stories, we showed each other different things about, here's my knee, here's my hip, here's my leg, you know. so and it was absolutely wonderful. Well, it was so great that we have had a number of them. So every, I don't know, 6 to 8 weeks, we have a get together. Only as the weather changes, we have it in my beautiful living room with the fire instead of the deck with the sun. But so the last time, which was in November, I want to say the 9th, but I think it may have been the 16th. I think it was the 16th. Anyway, Nora hung out and was here when I was doing my Facebook Live, which I do my reflections. And so we ended up chatting because, oh my gosh, Nora has amazing stories about how she was able to get insurance coverage for her lipedema surgeries. So she got, sh I'm gonna tell you the bottom line. She got approved for 5 surgeries, she's had 2, and, um, and the stories are amazing. So we did a Q&A, uh, let's see. I'm just looking in the chat. Okay. And, so, we had such a good chat, and the reflections are very, 20 minutes at most. So I said, "Let's have a fireside chat." So we planned the one for last night, and it was amazing. First of all, Nora's stories are very similar to what a lot of us have experienced, where she reached a place where it looked like it was a dead end and she wasn't going to be able to move forward. And she moved forward. Oh my God. And so her stories are funny, they're pertinent, they're relevant, and with woven into her stories are advice for all of us, really, on how we can deal with the healthcare system. She's a nurse practitioner. I think I said that. Yeah, she's a nurse practitioner, so she knows the system in a way that I certainly don't, because I'm not coming from inside the system. I'm coming from outside the system. So, so a couple of things. Um, we are doing this fireside chat part 2 on Sunday night. Come join us. But I think there's so much more. So, what I've invited Nora to do is what I'm calling a deeper dive into the whole process of lipedema surgery, because so many are interested in it and she's incredibly knowledgeable. We are going to do, let me see if I can remember this. I think it's January 4th. I think we settled, let me take a quick look and I'll tell you, because you want to pencil it in. We're going to do, here it is. Let me see. A deep dive. This is what I titled it. A deep dive with Nora Carr about all aspects of planning, implementing, and recovering from lipedema surgery. I love that. Isn't that great? I love titles. I love capturing it. Okay. January 4th. I think we decided at 3 p.m. in the afternoon Eastern time. I'm putting it in the chat right now so you can have it. There it is. Let me see if it's going to work. A deep dive with Nora Carr about all aspects of planning, implementing, and recovering from lipedema surgery. That will be January 4th. I believe at 3 o'clock. It may be 6. But anyway, save the date and we'll let you know the time. Okay. Now, we'll be letting everyone know on Sunday night there are limited spaces in it, because in order to do a deep dive, we have to keep it a smaller group. And there'll be a nominal charge. There'll be, I think we said like $57. It'll be several hours, but get questions answered if you have them. So that's what's new and coming up. The other thing I want you to pencil into your calendar is we're going to have a town hall. I'm not sure if we have the let me see if we have the town hall done yet. Here it is. We do indeed. Hold on a minute. I'll show you, because I want you to save the date. What we do is we do a recap of the year. It's really fun because we always end up having done way more than I even realize, because sometimes there's so many things that happen and so many breakthroughs. So this year, especially since the textbook, the first medical textbook on lipedema is coming out in the beginning of 2026. And that reminds me, I have one thing I have to send the publisher. So come, reflect, celebrate, and step into 2026 with renewed hope and direction. So it will be Saturday, December 27th at 6 p.m. Lesson and I will be moderating, but we'll be joined by a number of other people. And that's what's coming up. So mark your calendars. Let me put this in the chat so you can sign up for it. Oh, let me do both of them. Hold on, I'm coming. Okay, this is the town hall. There you have it. Let me remove this. Okay, so there you have the town hall. learn.lipedema-simplify.org/community-webinar. And then here's the fireside chat with part 2 with Nora. You do not want to miss this. This was so fun, so dynamic. And here's that one. Okay, here it is. Same learn.lipedema-simplify.org, but instead of community-webinar, it's surgery-webinar. Make sure you sign up, plan it in your calendar and come join us. Have a what, and that's it for this week, for this chat. That's it. That's what's coming up. You don't want to miss it. And many blessings to you. Thank you for showing up. Jenny, I hope you're feeling better. Patsy, it's so good to have you at the fireside chat last night. And I hope to see you all really soon. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend wherever you are, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Blessings.